I have my little afro out right now. You know, she's thriving, she's luxurious, she's big, she's healthy, she's soft. Welcome back to my channel. Did this with my hair out, with my natural hair out. I'm talking about hair trauma. I want to talk about hair trauma. I feel like I've been thinking a lot about hair trauma, especially I would say since June, which is when my quarantine started. My college stayed open until May, so I was able to stay there with my friends while like most of like, you know, the rich white people left. It was just me and my friends on campus, vibing, buying food, chilling. It was literally just like 4 of us. And when I went down to Georgia, to where my aunt lives, is when like my real like quarantine started. Because around that time I had been seeing like a lot of like black women, or just like black femmes, black non-men, or black men too actually, doing, or just black people in general, doing their hair for the first time. And when I mean hair, I more mean like braids, like doing their braids for the first time, since like, you know, lots of salons were closed, at least in the beginning. And they were like, fuck it, I'll just try it myself. I know also a lot of people were actually doing their hairs for the first time, like, you know, natural hair, since again, salons are open, so it's not like you could just like go in. So lots of people were trying new things, and I was one of those people. At the beginning of July, I did my own hair for the first time, my own braids for the first time. I did twists, purple twists, and it was a lot. It took me 3 days to do it. I did it. They were like grunge chic. It's on my Instagram page. That was my hair. And then round 2 came of doing my hair again, and I wanted to do red hair, and girl, ciao, it was horrible. I couldn't do it. I was really upset. I was really angry. I was frustrated. I remember I called my friend. I called one of my best friends, Trina, and I called her and I was like, I was crying. I was like, Trina, I can't do it. Like, I don't know why I can't put my twists in. Like my, I was trying to do Marley twist again, and I couldn't do it. I could not do it, and I hated it. Even when I did the purple hair, absolutely hated it. Could not stand it. The whole 3 days, I was watching She-Ra on Netflix, by the way, while I was doing it. I hated every minute of it, and it was torture. But when I finished, it was great. I was like, oh, now I know how people feel when they do their own hair. Like, this feels great. But I hated doing it, even when I finished. And then when I did the red hair, it was even worse because it was not working. It was just, my hair was not working. It was, I don't know what was going on. But I remember one night, I was just like, I can't do this. And I was actually planning on going back. I was flying back to New York, actually, to see my friends, because I hadn't seen them in like months. And we just like were together in Brooklyn, and then I flew back here. But before I flew out, a couple days or a week or 2 before my flight was like prepared to go, my flight was booked or whatever, I was on the phone with Trina, and I was just like crying and crying and crying. And I was like, I feel like a failure. I feel like I failed. I can't do braids. And I feel like every like black girl who knows hair, or who takes care of hair, knows how to braid, and I just can't do it. And I don't know why. And I fucking hate doing it. And I hate this so much. And I was just crying. And she like basically told me like, Serena, you don't have to know how to braid your hair. And I was kind of like, wait, what, really? And when I mean braid, I mean I cannot braid my hair. Like, I can't do flat twists. I can't do cornrows. Like, I don't know how to braid my hair. I can take care of my hair. I can wash all that shit. Braid, no clue. Absolutely no clue. Brain kaput broken. Twist, yes, I know how to do that. I have to twist my hair every night before I go to bed. But anything else, anything more than that, brain broken. I think that's why I could do like the Marley twist, because it's just like a more complicated version of doing twists. But braiding, no clue. And she basically told me like, Serena, you can know how to take care of your hair and not know how to braid. Like, those two things aren't synonymous. And I was like, wait, stop. Are you dead ass? Like, seriously? And it really just like, it blew my mind, because all my life when I grew up, I was like, oh, when I know how to braid, when I figure out how to braid, that's when I'll know how to truly do my hair. And I remember even as a kid, I was like, when I grow up, I'm just gonna have to hire a hairstylist to do my hair, because like I'll never be able to learn how to braid. And like I realized like I didn't quite understand that people who do hair, like hair braiders, love and enjoy doing it. Like they actually have a passion and like love for it. Like that's what it's an art form, to braid hair. And I didn't quite understand that, because I was telling her, I was like, yo, every time I do this I want to die inside. Like I can't do it. Even that first time where I actually got it, like I just don't enjoy doing it. And Trina, she loves doing hair. She's really good at hair. If you look at her Instagram, really good at doing hair. And she likes doing it. She enjoys switching up her hairstyle. Like she has pleasure doing that. I don't have pleasure doing braiding hair. So I feel like that conversation helps me so much, and it made me realize I still had a lot of hair trauma. And I thought I had worked on it, and I thought I had gotten better, and it has definitely gotten better compared to before, but it made me realize I had a lot of hair trauma, and kind of inspired me to kind of make a video about it and talk about it. Even though this is like in July, I've been meaning to talk about this for a while now. I kind of just want to talk about my experience with my hair and kind of just black hair trauma in general, and why I'm calling it this. For me, I've always been natural. Like the majority of my life, I'm 19, like almost all 19 years of my life I have been natural. So the only time I think I like actually got a perm was, my mom said that I think when I was younger, like 8, I would say, my mom gave me a perm and my hair was falling out. So she was like, never again. We're never ever giving Serena a perm. And I'm happy that happened, because I've never had one since. And then I would say like the biggest my hair got, I'll put a picture here, looked like this. And I think I was like 16 in that photo. When I took it, like my friend took it at the time, took it. Yeah, and that was like the biggest my hair got. But around that time, I never knew how to take care of it. When I would go to the hair salon, people like to get box braids. I used to get a lot of box braids in like middle school and high school. The African like ladies doing my hair would like judge me. They'd be like, you don't know how to comb your hair, you don't know how to brush your hair. Because like I would go in with my hair out and it would not be detangled, because I really just did not understand how to do it, because like my mom didn't teach me. No one was really teaching me these things. I hate hair YouTube because it doesn't help me. For me, Serena, it does not work for me. I love the people who do it. I don't hate the people who have hair YouTube channels. They're revolutionary. But for me, for whatever reason, it does not work. Like the way that I process information, me and hair YouTube, it just, they'll say things and then they'll go too fast, or they'll say something, I'll do it, it never works out. Me and hair YouTube are not friends. But yeah, so I just like never understood how to take care of my hair. And like I think all those times going to the salon and basically getting berated by these people like played a role in that. And also in middle school, people would also make fun of my hair, because again, I wasn't really taking care of it compared to how I do now. I think my junior year of high school, my friends, we were talking about hair, and we were talking about shaving heads, and I was like, you know what, I want to shave my fucking head. And again, I had been thinking about it for a while. Like in the past, I was like, you know what if I just shave my head? Like then I don't have to worry about it. And that day we had been talking about it, I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna shave my head. We could go to the salon, because like we were a part of a nonprofit that was in Harlem. So you know, Harlem be having salons like on literally every block, or barbershops on every street corner. I was like, I want to go to a barbershop and just shave that shit and just never think about it again. So literally that same day after practice, left and we went down like over by 125th on the 6th train and went to some barbershop, and I was like, just shave my shit, just shave it. And my friends were shocked. I really don't think that they thought I was gonna go through with it, because when we were at practice, I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna do it. And they were like, oh, for real, like do it. And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do it. So we went to the salon, and they were like really shook. Like they were sitting in the corner, I remember they were sitting in the corner, and he just shaved it. And I remember as he was shaving, I felt really good. I felt good. I wasn't even afraid. Like that's how detached I felt from my hair. Like I literally did not care about my hair, because it gave me so much pain and trauma that shaving it off really felt free. And I remember looking on the floor, and it looked like a poodle. Like it literally looked like he just shaved, like, you know those black poodles? Like it looked like he shaved like a black poodle. It's so funny. And when I was done and I looked in the mirror, I was like, it's a bad bitch. Like that's really how I felt. I was like, wow, I was in shock. And it kind of reminded me of my cousin, because my cousin shaved her head, like, it's been a while now, like 10 or more years, and she always keeps it shaved, always. And her too, like, she just did not want to deal with it. She was like, let me just shave my hair, it makes life easier. And it really does. So I really felt like my cousin, like, looking in the mirror, and she a bad bitch, she knows what she wants in life or whatever. And I just remember looking in the mirror and saying to myself, I've shaved my head, I am now capable of doing anything. It's kind of like I had no excuse to not be confident anymore. Like, I literally remember being like, yeah, now I have to be confident. My head is shaved. There's no other option. And I think it's because society puts so much emphasis on women being equated to their hair and their beauty. Especially Black women. Like, we're almost always, our self-worth is almost always attached to our hair and our beauty as a result of what society imposes on us. So when I shaved it, I was just like, I don't have to think about that anymore. My hair is gone. And I felt so good. And also another reason why I shaved it is I was going to France through my school, and I was stressed about what I should do with my hair because I think my hair was out at the time, and I was like, oh my god, what the fuck am I gonna do? I'm gonna have to pay for braids. I was like, you know what, if I just shave it, it's a win-win. I go to France, don't have to worry about anything. My hair is, I'm bald, whatever. So I go home, my mom is fucking shook. I take I had like a hoodie on because it was cold. It was like fall, and I could feel the wind in my scalp. I've never been able to feel that before. Like, feeling wind through your scalp is so weird. Like, if you've never shaved your head, it's very weird. It's a very weird feeling to feel the wind like just touch your scalp. It's so crazy. But anyways, and I showed her, and she was like, she rolled her eyes. She was so upset. I don't really know why she was upset, because she liked it later on. And like, I told her, I was like, now we don't have to worry about anything because my hair was shaved. But she was mad at the time. But I mean, she got used to it and it was fine. But yeah, the reason why I just mentioned that is it's just like another point in my life where I realized, like, I hold so many feelings and attachments to my hair, and like, me shaving it and feeling better said a lot, because it just indicated to me, like, I hated it. I hated my hair. Like, I really hated my hair. Like, I hated it with a passion. There's been so many times where I've cried in salon chairs. So many times where, like, family members have done my hair, and then I looked at the style, hate it, thought I looked ugly. I believed I was ugly. I think I believed that my hair made me ugly, and thus I was ugly. And I think shaving my head off, like, it was the first time I was able to look in the mirror and I was able to see, like, my sex appeal or just, like, my beauty, because I'm detached from this hair that I felt like I had no control over and made me feel ugly. And I was just like, now I don't have to worry about that. I can just be me. And I feel like that simplicity made me feel so much better. And it's so funny because the boys at my school absolutely hated it in high school. Not that I give a fuck about their opinions, but they were so pressed. Like, they would talk about me and my hair behind my back, and I had no idea. Like, my friend told me the other day that, like, guys in our school would talk about it a lot. Like, yes, they would bring it up to me or bully me in my face and stuff, but I didn't realize it was such a big topic. Like, I remember going to school and everyone was shook, but I didn't realize that they were that shook, like, that they were out here having long, drawn out conversations about me shaving my head. Like, okay, which I think is really funny, because again, society has such an opinion on Black women's hair, or just Black people's hair in general. Like, it's constantly a debate, or Black femmes more specifically. It's always a debate about their hair. Like, we can't just exist as people, we're attachments to our hair. So I kept shaving it for a bit, for like, I would say a year. And then one day I was like, I'm bored, I want to grow my hair back. And I was like, I asked myself, I was like, okay, if I'm growing my hair back, I need to do it with intention. I'm not just gonna do it to do it. And my intention was, I want to build a healthy and loving relationship with my head, with my hair. So I decided to grow it back, hence all this. And I'm really happy I did, because I was able to learn about my hair. And I give my friend Tashad all the props for that. When I was in college, my freshman year of college, Tashad helped me. Like, she's the only person I've ever met in my whole life who was able to sit down with me and actually answer my questions, answer my whys, understand why I need to do certain things, understand, like, I didn't even know I did not know that we weren't supposed to be combing our hair dry. I did not know that. Like, she's the one who told me, like, you should like wet your hair, you know, oil it, then brush when it's wet. Like, don't comb or brush your hair dry. And I did not know that. And that really revolutionized the way I looked at my hair, because suddenly it wasn't hurting. Suddenly it wasn't hard. Suddenly I wasn't fighting. I was working with my hair. We were working together. We were like holding hands, compared to before where we were like in a box ring match every fucking day trying to figure out what to do. And I remember the first time she showed me what to do, I was doing it in my dorm, like twisting my hair for the night or whatever. And my hair at the time was like not this big, like not even that bad. It wasn't this big, I'll say. It was much shorter than this. But I remember, like, I was doing it for the night, twisting my hair for the night, and I wanted to bawl my eyes out. And the reason why I wanted to cry was because I was not suffering. I was somehow doing my hair without suffering. I, in the past, had equated doing my hair with suffering. Those two always came together. This is the first time I was doing my hair, and I wasn't suffering, I wasn't crying, I wasn't frustrated. And I was so thankful for Tasha, because no one has ever been that patient with me. No one has ever given me time, space, and patience to just teach me. Like, any other person I would ask would say, I don't know, figure it out yourself. I watch YouTube videos, so you have to watch YouTube videos. Here's a product, use this. It like almost always did not work. And if it didn't work and I would ask, oh, this is working, what should I do? They would just be like, oh, well, it works for me. Like, no one ever took the time, the space, the patience, and like give me the proper education the way that Tasha did. And like, I forever feel indebted to her, to be honest, for the positive relationship I now have with my hair, because she took the time to explain it to me. She took the time to break it down for me without being mad, without rushing me, with just explaining for the sake of explanation. And that made me feel so much better. It made me feel validated. I no longer felt crazy. I was like, I get it now. Like, I understand. It made me understand why people love doing hair. I still don't like braiding, doing any of that. That's not my calling. That's not my purpose on this earth. But it made me understand why and how people did their hair, and why it was a beautiful thing. Because in the past, I did not see it as a beautiful thing. I saw it as a nuisance. I saw it as frustration. I saw it as an irritant, and just like a roadblock in my life that I was able to break. So all of my freshman year of college, I was able to grow my hair back. Literally all I did was twist. Like, every couple of months I would just keep it in, and then my hair grew back really, really, really quickly. Like, this is the longest. I think my hair is almost back to that first picture I showed, and this took only 1.5 years. Compared to that other picture I showed, that had been my hair up until the age of 19. So me shaving my head gave me the healthiest set of hair, or healthiest head of hair I've ever had in literally my life. And I just did not realize how much trauma and pain and suffering I had been carrying around in my head in relationship to how I felt as a person, to my own beauty, and to like just my sexual agency as a person. Like, I really truly thought I was ugly because I didn't know how to do my hair properly, and I would cry, and I would be upset, and I would be frustrated. And other people don't understand that. Like, non-Black femmes don't quite understand that pain and that frustration. And I didn't even understand that pain and frustration until I realized, like, what the hell? I have a really unhealthy relationship with my hair, with my head. And our head is so important. Our head carries energy and power and strength. And when we don't like our hair, we're creating a negative energy with ourselves, with our self-image, with who we are, with the energy that we carry in our head, especially Black women. Like, we literally carry energy in our hair. Like, when we say Black girl magic, or like, you know, my hair has magic, like, we don't just say it as an expression. Like, it's actually true. Like, there's like energy properties in your hair. That's why when you take spiritual baths, you make sure you have to wet everything. Like, I have to take one today, but you have to make sure that your hair is completely submerged, because you carry energy in your hair. I just wanted to talk about that because this is the longest my hair has ever been. I'm really proud. I'm really happy with where I've come. I really don't think I ever could have developed a relationship like this with my hair at all, because I was just so upset with it before, so angry, so upset with it before. And I'm so grateful that I now have people who I can go to and be like, oh, this is happening with my hair, what should I do, what product should I get, or what type of things do I need if I want to do this. And now I know that I don't need to braid my hair. I can go to other people and have them do my hair without feeling like I'm a failure. I really don't know why I equated those two things, but I genuinely thought like, oh, I need to know how to do my hair on my own in order to know how to properly do my hair. Like I saw it as a hierarchy. Like the people who knew how to braid were the true people who knew how to take care of it, which is literally not true. Taking care of your hair just consists of it being healthy and happy. That's the only thing you need to do. Not to say that that's an easy journey, because it's definitely not, but I was creating an expectation for myself that was really unreasonable. And I just feel like so many black femmes, black people have those unhappy relationship with their hair, or have gotten to that point, or have had or continue to have those feelings, because I know, I'm sure I still have some of that hair trauma inside me that I'm still working on. Video, that's literally all I wanted to talk about. Hair, because I've been doing a lot of reflection on my hair since every night, every day. I have to twist it, go to bed, wake up, untwist it, pick it out. So yeah, she's kind of dry today, so I'm excited to like wash it, but that's all I wanted to say. So like, subscribe, comment, do what you gotta do your homework that you've been procrastinating. I don't know, get the bag, get that bread, and enjoy the rest of your day.